Santa Bear is here, and those that are watching on television can see Santa Bear going in the studio right now. And Santa Bear's very best friend, Robyn Byrne, is here as well. How are you, by the way?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. For the radio audience, we have to tell people that Santa Bear's here.
That's right.
Right?
He doesn't actually talk, of course, because he's a bear.
Exactly. So, but one of the great things about talking today is recognizing the value that Santa Bear has in our community. And we can start with being recognized. This is the great award, Volunteer of the Year for CFAX Santa's Anonymous. Congratulations to you, Santa Bear.
Yeah, that was quite a surprise for us. We went to the Santa's Anonymous Volunteer Appreciation event in February, along with hundreds of other volunteers, of course. And Santa Bear was presented with Volunteer of the Year, and that was a huge shock.
Yeah, yeah. Were you? See, Santa Bear was almost a little shy about that.
He was
right?
very emotional at the time,
Yeah.
certainly. Yeah.
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 Well, you know, Robyn, from being Santa Bear's best buddy, going around. I mean, how many events and community celebrations is Santa Bear a part of?
Yeah, it is a year-round thing that we do, and I think last year there was just about 80 events that we went to, which is a lot, and of course most of them are based around the fall, the Christmas season, but we go out all year round to all sorts of events, supporting people that are raising money for CFAX Santa's Anonymous, and as well as other community events. Anybody that's out there doing charity for kids, we try and be there.
That's one thing we should mention right now, because obviously, if people want Santa Bear to be a part of their events, they can contact you through Santa's Anonymous, and they can do that.
Absolutely, yeah, and we do our very, very best to be there. Anywhere there's kids, Santa Bear wants to be there.
Yeah. Like, what kind of reaction do you get, Santa Bear? What kind of reaction does Santa Bear get?
Well, it's quite overwhelming, actually. We just, from the time we get out of the car at an event, the kids are at us. They're just running after us. They want to hug them. They want to high-five them. They follow them all over the place. When we decide that we want to leave, it takes us a good 15, 20 minutes just to get out of the building and back to the car, because these kids just don't want them to go. They want them to stay. It's great.
Is that, I mean, that's not a hardship, though. That's part of what it's all about, right? Right?
Absolutely, yeah. We have, I think, the best volunteer job anywhere. We just have a blast out there.
But it is making an impact, right? Like you see that in our community.
We
right?
do, yeah. We're just trying to bring awareness that Santa's Anonymous is a year-round program. It's not just at Christmas time. We're out there all of the time.
We're heading into National Volunteer Week, and that's one of the reasons that Santa Bear is here. And to me, this is there's not huge amounts of money to be made by doing this. This is the love and caring and really caring about children in our community and being a part of the community.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's certainly no money to be made by us, but just to bring awareness, and volunteering is just a great way to do it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I guess that's one of the things that we should talk about a little bit. That value of volunteering and the give back. I mean, from doing it, but what could be the message that Santa Bear could give on a day like today, as we vault into National Volunteer Week, about the value of volunteering?
Well, it is great to give back to your community, but volunteering, you meet so many people, you make a lot of friends, and it's addictive. You just want to just keep doing it. It's too bad that I have to work.
I know, right?
Because I would absolutely do it all the time.
But you could, I mean, that's the other thing. You can work and volunteer at the same time. It's not like, you can do it if you're retired or you have the extra time, but you can find some time to do it too if you're somebody that just works 9 to 5 Monday through Friday.
Yeah, sure you can. There's all sorts of, just from little tasks you can do to being out there in the community. There's always something to do. And so many organizations that you can do it for.
Yeah. And I'm sure it's the same for Santa Bear, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, he just likes to get out there.
Which is great. Yeah, and you guys obviously see this. Speaking of getting out there, some of the events that are coming up on the calendar, for example, because I know you're busy. You've got some stuff going on. What are some of the things that you're going to be at? Like, I know we're going to be at a similar thing in Oak Bay, for
Yeah,
example.
the Oak Bay Half Marathon is coming up. That's a big one, and of course we'll be there cheering you on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here, and I'll tell you this because I don't know if I've told you this before. When you see me coming at that finish line after 21K, one of the greatest things in the world is seeing you, because you're dead dog tired, and you just want to finish, and just seeing Santa Bear there at the very end was like one of the great gratifying things. I can tell you that.
Oh, that's good. And of course they have the kids run, which Santa Bear participates in. That's always a good time.
So that's coming up as well.
Yeah.
And we should tell people too, if they want to be a part of that, they can be a part of it.
You sure can. Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to run it, or if you want to volunteer for it, because they are looking for volunteers as well.
Yeah, they do need volunteers. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Also coming up is Victoria's largest little air show in August 13th and 14th. That's a big one. Capital City Toy Run. Last year, Santa Bear got to ride on one of those spider motorcycles all the way from downtown to the airport. That was pretty fun.
How was that done? I mean, it was a challenge.
No, it was great.
It was good.
It was great. Yeah,
Great.
It was fun. He got to lead about 500 motorcycles out there, so it was really good.
That's cool.
Yeah. And we do all sorts of things through the year. You know, we have his fellow mascots have birthday parties all the time. We go to those.
That's right. The other mascots you're buddies with, right?
Yeah.
You all get along just fine?
They create a lot of trouble, those mascots, when you get them together. They do, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fun, and the kids love to see them. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you so much, Santa Bear, for what you do. I know you have just a huge impact on this community, because when I go out to events and see you there, I see what happens. And it's not just kids, it's adults too.
Oh yeah, the adults get a big kick out of it. Lots of photos being taken all the time.
Yeah.
People are taking selfies with Santa Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impactful. And I think that's the key thing, is just getting out there and being a part of this community and seeing that impact. So obviously you guys are seeing it, so which is great.
Yeah.
Thank you both for coming in here today. We're looking forward to more with National Volunteer Week coming up next week as well. But leading the charge in this community, Santa Bear does a great job. So thank you so much. And thank you, Robyn, for what you do, because you play just a truly important role in this whole thing as well.
Well, thank you. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Thank you both for being here today. You know what? It's 6:58 here at CFAX 1070. Please stay with us for the 7 o'clock news. It's coming up in just a moment. And we could be calling